basketball. Pat Riley spoke on a conference call yesterday, and here's what he had to say about LeBron leaving Miami. I went into it with the thought and the notion that he was coming back, and I was selling that to players. I believe that firmly, so I was selling that to players. And that's the only way I went into it. I let them know he never said no to me. Now, later on, he says, and this is Riley without LeBron, we are up to the challenge. We're going to be as competitive as anybody. I think in the Eastern Conference, we're going to be competitive as anyone in the Eastern Conference. I'll go with you first, Skip. The question is, what do you make of Pat Riley's comments?
So just to get this straight, Pat Riley said, quote unquote, I don't think I was misled, but he described being misled by LeBron James. I took it as the first subtle shot fired by Pat Riley at LeBron because I believe, and I've had several people inside tell me this, that both Pat and Dwayne Wade felt blindsided by this announcement. They didn't. Dwayne knew about it because he flew back with LeBron from Las Vegas the night before it was announced. But Dwayne obviously was not real happy. He's happy for LeBron because he loves LeBron. But as far as their team and next year and the future and Dwayne Wade's basketball career, not real happy with LeBron. He felt like he got left a little high and dry and a little bit disrespected, that he felt like the basic message was, I can't do it with you anymore. I got to go. I need to go find somebody else, somebody younger. Now, again, LeBron trumped everyone, as we talked about the other day. I thought it was the most brilliant PR move in sports history to say, oh, wait a second, I'm going home. And everybody said, that is great, because it is great. But Pat Riley had challenged LeBron right after the finals, and challenged all of them. Don't find the first door and run through it. All the great players lost. Let's bounce back next year and we'll get them again, because that's what the great ones do. Right. And some people, we had people here on the show suggest that LeBron didn't like that. He was a little offended by that, even though I took it as a great challenge and one that he should have stood up to. And now Pat is finally, because it sort of tied their hands to take shots publicly. LeBron, how can you criticize going home? But in this case, he's saying, well, I wasn't misled, but wait a second.
I kind of was.
You know, and like Josh McRoberts, and nobody cares about Josh McRoberts in the big picture, but you don't think he felt a little misled because he left Charlotte and he signed with Miami because he thought he would be a great compliment to LeBron's game. And so fine. And what's that?
Shabazz Napier.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. We'll go down a list of things.
Yeah, LeBron talked about that's my favorite college player, and they go get him, and then what? Okay, so Shabazz is saying, wait, where's LeBron? And Danny Granger, he signed before. Okay, so they all thought, well, let's go to Miami and we'll shore it up and we'll come right back as strong as ever. And Dwayne Wade is now, Dwayne is on a new mission, man. He's going to get his body right and he's going to try to get his knees as right as he can get them. And what did Dwayne say the other day? Who's your favorite player to play against? No hesitation. LeBron James. He can't wait until next year. And I always say, there's one guy, there are a few people, but one guy in the NBA I don't bet against, Dwayne Wade. So this is going to be fascinating to me to watch Miami versus Cleveland in the East next year. And this was a subtle shot fired at, oh, he didn't mislead me, but he misled me.
Yeah.
There was nothing subtle about this to me, to be completely honest with you. Skip, I hear your point, but Pat Riley, I'm going to quote the great Nino Brown from New Jack City.
Nino Brown.
Business be never personal. And if anybody should know that, it should be Pat Riley, because it was business when he threw his rings on the table and convinced LeBron James to walk through that door out of Cleveland and go to Miami. So I have great respect for Pat Riley. You can't have it both ways, because if you're going to go at LeBron James in this way, or you went at him in that press conference, LeBron James, not like Magic Johnson, he's not like Larry Bird, he's not like all those guys in the past where you could throw that challenge at them and they would say, you know what, I'm not going to go out that door, I'm going to stay with this. LeBron James said, you know what, I went through the door the first time to join it with you in Miami. When you threw your rings on the table and you said, I'm going to get Chris Bosh, I got Dwayne Wade here, we're going to have a big three. It was business then, and it's business now for LeBron James. So
well, wait a second. You're describing more personal than business to me.
No, it's not.
If he was offended by the challenge?
He's taking it personal, but he shouldn't take it personal, because it was a business decision that LeBron James made.
No, but I mean, LeBron took the challenge personally. Yeah, like it offended him.
Yeah, it's a different player compared to the previous years that Pat Riley has dealt with. But Pat Riley can't take it personally now, because LeBron James made made back then a business decision to help his brand and help his career. He made a business decision now. If he looked at Cleveland and said, that team is better for me than Miami, then you know going back home is great. I can't wait to go back there and play Kyrie Irving. I don't blame LeBron James for doing that trying to resurrect that. But if you're Pat Riley, you can't make shots like that and say, well, you know, I may not have been misled, but it's not personal.
I get it.
Sure it is, but it's a business thing.
Did LeBron James owe Pat Riley and Dwayne Wade a little more heads up on this?
No.
Like I'm 50-50.
No.
They didn't think he was 50-50.
Nope. Either way, it's because he made a business decision. He decided what was best for LeBron James.
But Freddie, what if he already knew long ago he was heading back home? What if
we're trying to get into his head then. We don't know that.
That's what we do.
Yeah, I understand that, but you know that's a dangerous place to be. We'll never know. Put it this way, we'll never know that information because I know if I'm LeBron, if I felt that way, there's nowhere in God's green earth outside of my family. I'm telling anybody so the media can take that.
The wife told us, by the way.
Well, if the wife can tell you.
She told us on Instagram 2 weeks ahead of time.
If sisters do it for themselves, go right ahead.
Told us.
I'm staying out of the head of LeBron James.
Well, I'm not going to try to walk in Pat Riley's shoes or LeBron James' shoes. I'm going to say this, though. If you're LeBron James, emotion had a lot to do with this. He felt like he wanted to go back home and fix it. But also this, LeBron James is under pressure of trying to win championships. Equal to who?
Michael Jordan.
There you go. So LeBron James is looking at his career going, hey, you know what? I might have a better chance going here now with some more guys than I'm going to stay here.
A lot younger.
And maybe waste and maybe 2 more years go by in my career and we don't win. And all of a sudden, I'm a little bit older. I'm going here. Because we all, no, I don't say we all, but we sat here the last 3 or 4 years when LeBron James was not winning championships. And people were trying to compare him to Michael Jordan. They said, oh, you got to win championships. So he started winning championships. Well, now is he close? No, he's not as good as Michael Jordan. He might not ever be.
Right.
But he's got to win championships. Well, LeBron's trying to win championships. He's on the mission that Kobe Bryant is on. You know, when you get into that status, I think you're not just a basketball player anymore. A great basketball player is how many championships can you win?
Are you calling LeBron a mercenary?
And I'm saying he's trying to win championships, and that's what these guys do now. And that's part of the business of the National Basketball Association. These guys move, and if they got a better opportunity, that's how they went to Miami. He left Cleveland to win championships.
Because he made a business decision to do that.
And I got to win championships because everyone's trying to compare me to Michael Jordan, and they won't respect me until I win enough of them. And that's what he's doing.
Okay, I could not see when he first announced this decision how he was still trying to win championships because he was going to a very young team with no playoff experience except for Verjão's playoff experience with LeBron in the old days. Verjão's now 31 years of age. That team finished 33-49 last year and lost some of its key players. Dang, and I can go down the list, C.J. Miles, blah, blah, blah. But it's not as good as it was on paper last year. Now, did he know that Kevin Love would land back in Cleveland? It appears, by all accounts, that Kevin Love is bound for Cleveland.
That's going to happen.
I don't think that LeBron could have known that at that moment. Now, if he did know that, then God bless, because then it does give you maybe a slightly better chance in Cleveland than you would have had in Miami, though that's debatable, still debatable.
LeBron James is smart enough to know if he goes somewhere, other players will follow.
Exactly.
But you can't count.
You can't count.
No, you can't count.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying, LeBron James, you know, I'm leaving. I'm going to Cleveland. Their roster's young. Okay? Hey, I can help these guys. The last time I checked, the last time Cleveland went, they didn't have a great roster when they took him and when he was at Cleveland.
2007, he lost to the Spurs in 4 games.
Thank you very much.
But I thought that roster was better than the one right now without Kevin Love.
Well,
this roster is younger because now you got a Kyrie Irving, and if you bring a Kevin Love there, that's a nasty big three where you have 3 guys that can work well together. That's on paper. Now, will it work? We'll wait and see. Kevin Love, they don't have a Kevin Love on their roster right now, and I know people want to keep Andrew Wiggins in Cleveland. You already have an Andrew Wiggins in Cleveland. That guy's name is LeBron James. If you bring a Kevin Love, now you have a different skill set where that Cleveland roster on paper is better.
You think Andrew Wiggins will ever be LeBron James?
No one's going to be LeBron James.
But I mean, even in the ballpark.
No, not even. You know why? Because I don't try to put great players next to somebody who hasn't done anything yet. We never thought we thought LeBron James would be great. Nobody saw this. We thought Michael Jordan was going to be great. Nobody saw that.
Good. I saw that guy I saw in high school. I thought he'd be this good.
No one could have foreseen, Skip, that LeBron James turned to be as great as he was when he was great from day one in the NBA with all that scrutiny, with all that pressure and all that attention. He's far exceeded any expectations maybe even he had for himself or anybody else had. So I think we can't say that Andrew Wiggins is going to be like that because when you're the greatest of the greats, You try to put anybody in that ballpark, they're going to be looking through a knothole hoping to get into that baseball stadium.
Is Cleveland a playoff team now?
They're 51 team.
They weren't last year, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Why are they now?
Well, again, some people are going to make the
number
case.
6 showed up.
But
I'm a better coach when I got a good quarterback. Holy smoke.
How good are they without Kevin Love with LeBron?
Well, they're still a playoff team.
That's true.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, that's not much.
Wait a minute. If you're
That's not the East. Not the East.
That's what I'm saying. You're in the East.
Hey, we might make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I doubt that very seriously. But I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Come on, Skip.
You know, it's kind of amazing how great players make everybody better. You make you a smarter coach. Players play a little bit better. I mean, that's what LeBron brings to the table. That's why
Okay,
he's
wait,
great.
Coach.
Yes, sir.
You just made a bold statement.
Yes.
Tiger Woods will win 5 of the next 28 majors. Will LeBron win 7 championships?
Very difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Impossible.
Very difficult.
I'm going to say no.
Very
That's a
difficult.
tough ass.
Very
I'm gonna
difficult.
say-
But he's trying.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at him for trying. Because if he didn't do this, we'd be on his case about, oh, he don't care. He's made the money. He don't care about championship. I mean, this guy, he can't win. LeBron James can't win.
You're right about that.
He can't win. Whatever he does, he can't win.
Unfortunately,
It's a
he
shame.
can't. It is a shame. It is a
Business
shame.
The guy does everything
Never
right.
personal.
And he can never.
He does things right.
Business B.
Know the
Never
feeling.